Apparently we're already live. Isn't that funny when you're in the waiting room here in Facebook Live? We're already live. Cannot wait to get started with you guys officially. And here we are. We are officially on it. Welcome everyone to our live training today. Why your audience isn't buying from you and exactly how to jumpstart your coaching sales. So let me know if you guys are joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. Some people call me the Bikini Business Coach because I'm a Canadian who traded in her red shovel one blistering cold winter and moved from Canada in a snowstorm to the paradise island of Kauai, Hawaii. And that was several years ago. Back then, my coaching business was a couple of sales here and there. I didn't really have any real systems dialed in. It was kind of hit or miss marketing. And I lived in this beautiful, gorgeous island. And if I wanted to stay there, I really had to dial in my marketing. I had to figure it out. I didn't have a choice. The choice was if I don't figure out this online marketing thing, I couldn't get clients because I was on this tiny little island. And if I did figure out the marketing thing, I'd have to go back to Canada. And I was having so much fun in Hawaii. I decided I'm going to lean in and figure out this online marketing thing. And, we now here at Take Your Power Back now run $250,000 a month in sales, helping new coaches get clear on their marketing, get clear on their signature system, signature program, and how to run a $5 a day Facebook ad to start attracting clients online, how to create their own platform, how to have successful sales conversations, how to master their mindset and really get the right habits in place in their life to run a successful six-figure and beyond coaching business. That's what we do here at Take Your Power Back Now. We have a 10K and 30-day bootcamp. It's an 8-week online program, and you get to work with me and my amazing team. You get to work with my Facebook ads expert. You get to work with my sales mentor. You get to work with our mindset mentors, copywriters, people that help you with online video, help you break through your visibility blocks. There's a lot of support in our program, and that's why that's actually what inspired this live today. So hey, Candace and Abigail, welcome. Let me know if you're joining us, if you're tuning in. If you have any questions for me on this topic of sales, I want to know. I'm going to, check back into all of the different places where we're streaming this. And hey, Candace, and see, if I can answer some questions for you. My intention is to always bring you guys loads of clarity because that's power. When you have clarity, you get into action and that leads you results. So if you would like to work with me and my team, go ahead and book a strategy session. It's a free call. We'll take about 45 minutes and we'll take a look at what is working and what's not working in your business. We may invite you to become one of the clients that we take on in our 10K in 30-day program.com. And the place to go ahead and book a strategy call, I'm going to drop that link in right here, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. Now that I've mentioned that, let's dig into the training today. It is juicy. So that's where to apply for your free strategy session. You can take a look on the page. You'll see, some of the results we've helped a lot of our clients achieve. Again, that comes from clarity, guys. And you're not going to get clarity by watching videos on your own or, tooling around through YouTube. Your mind is not meant to be taken apart by itself. That's why I believe so much in the profession of coaching, because it can help you leapfrog and create so many more direct paths to get your results when you're doing it with a team of people. All right, so why your audience isn't buying from you, I want to talk to you about 3 keys today. 3 keys to help you jumpstart your sales, create more sales in your coaching business. I'm going to talk about the 3 biggest mistakes that new coaches make that really repel clients. I want you to attract clients. I want you to make a shit ton of money. Let's start with helping you get to $10,000 a month in consistent sales. That's what we do with our clients. We help you create very simple systems to do that. But the 3 biggest problems that I see, number 1 is, and let me know if this is you. Candace says, I love my first call with Lauren. I have to reschedule the second. I hope you do, Candace. I hope we see on the inside. I hope that we get this, celebrate you making sales here. And thanks for mentioning that. First biggest problem I see new coaches make is you're too nice in your marketing. And you come across as desperate instead of being disruptive and educational. What do I mean by that? So we teach our clients how to create a Facebook group, how to run a $5 a day ad, how to create a platform to be visible, deliver value, make offers consistently. That's the fastest, most simplest, most direct recipe to cash flow. And then people post, quotes and things from Pinterest, but it's fluffy, it's watered down, it's not disruptive or educational. It's nice. Have you ever been on a sales call and instead of really, talking directly to people's pain, you were nice because you wanted them to like you? So people don't buy from you, on the phone if you're too nice. And the same thing with your marketing. So let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 biggest problems, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit about how to actually specifically create marketing that is disruptive and that is educational. All right. You want your marketing to be disruptive, meaning people stop and they pay attention to it. And it needs to be educational so that they see you as an expert. We're going to talk specifically about how to do that a little later on in this video. Second biggest problem that I see people doing, mistakes that repel clients or why their audience isn't buying from you, is because you don't have a script. You don't have a selling process. On the phone, you get on the phone and you just kind of try and wing it. You just whatever, put it out there. And you don't understand sales psychology. You don't actually understand what it is that you're selling, why people buy, or how to instigate the movement, the impetus from people to reach out and grab your program and buy it. And so, again, this is something we're really good at here in our 10K and 30-day blueprint. We give you an offer Bible. We teach you how to make marketing, how to make offers. I even give you 50 pages of the best marketing messages, Facebook posts, ways to get engagement with people that have worked, that have made my clients millions of dollars in the last 8 years. I sat down earlier this year and I said, you know what? They need examples. Let me put this training material together. It's called our Offer Bible. Many of you guys have probably heard me talk about it in our Facebook group, and it is worth its weight in gold. We give that to you. The second thing we do for our clients is we give you our sales script, and we teach you the psychology and how to go through and move through a sales script and really, educate you on how to have successful high-ticket sales conversations, what needs to happen. So that's the second biggest mistake that I see people making. Second reason your audience may not be buying from you is that you don't know what to do in a sales call. Raise your hand if that, maybe you're having sales conversations, they're not converting. Doesn't mean that people aren't out there buying. They are buying a shit ton of coaching. We sold $250,000 of it last month. They're buying it if you know what to say. So don't make the mistake of leaving all this money on the table and not helping people, because there's no help that's happening if you're just, having these sales conversations and no one's enrolling. The coaching doesn't happen until they buy. You're not really affecting anything. You're not creating change unless you become really good at helping people say yes to themselves, yes to the transformation. So that's what we aim to do. That's what we teach our clients in our 10K and 30-day program. Third biggest mistake that we see new coaches make, why their audience, why your audience might not be buying from you, is you don't have a sales attraction system. You don't have a way, a process, a 1, 2, 3 paint by number system that if you follow on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in your business, you know that it will generate consistent leads, predictable every single week, leads that you can then turn into sales. If you don't have a sales attraction system, you won't have sales calls. You won't have anyone to talk to sell to. You don't have a business until you have that specific system. Once you have a sales attraction system, you move from having a hobby business into a real business owner where you can, create predictability. And we help you again dial that in very, very simply with a $5 a day ad. Okay. That's like a cup of coffee. If you don't have $5 a day to spend on your business, you need a job. You don't need a business. All right. You want to have paid advertising, work for you. And we teach you how to have a win with a very simple ad. All right. So don't fall into these three problems. Number one, and let me know here if Kenneth says, I'm not good at sales. Hey, Lou Allen, what's up? Donna says, thanks for your motivation when I'm feeling doomed. I've been in the hospital with my daughter waiting for a discharge on Friday. I hope you guys feel better. And absolutely, you guys can do this. All right. Let me tell you something. You guys can absolutely freaking do this. When I first got started, I had 18 failed sales calls before I actually had somebody say yes. I spent so much money on stupid programs that took me. I did telesummits. I did expert interview series. I went to all these gurus, flew around all over the place, no sales coming in, no email list. Then I published a book. I mean, I did all of these long, drawn out tactics that really, if I had to do it all over again, I would do exactly what we're teaching our clients here in our 10K in 30-day program. That's why I've created it to, I had one lady yesterday who said, oh my God, this is my second program I actually bought. And I'm so excited, and she said, I'm so excited about that. So let me just make sure that I'm connecting here with everyone. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I'm not missing any questions here on the other group. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So Kenneth says, I'm not good at sales. We definitely need to work with you on that. And again, so let's talk a little bit about how to overcome these three issues. Number one, how to stop being so nice with your marketing and start creating marketing that is disruptive and educational. Number two, stop trying to wing it on the sales call and actually, understand the psychology of sales and get more people enrolled into your programs at high price points. What I mean by high price point is like $3,000, $5,000. And finally, how to create a very simple sales attraction system so that you actually have leads to talk to every day, right? That's a business. That's when you start having predictability, consistency. You can rely on that. You can pay your bills with that. Let's talk about all of this. I'm going to turn up the volume here because for some reason it's on low. We've got some great questions. Let me answer these first. How did you get your training? I saw a video where this guy mentioned you saying you join him. Is that what it takes? We pay to learn, we pay to grow. So Lou Ellen, that's a great question. I have spent easily over $500,000 on my education, maybe over $1 million at this point in the last 10 years. I have paid for $60,000 a year masterminds. I have paid experts, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $2,000 programs here, flying around over there to this event, that event. I mean, I'm always investing in myself. I'm a continuous learner. And the very beginning of my career, I failed a lot. I even went bankrupt. It was my first book, From Bankrupt to Making $900 a Day Selling Mops. I started out in network marketing. I was selling shakes and smoothies and weight loss products. And I went bankrupt because number one, if you want to make $1 million off of a $12 commission on a freaking box of a $50 smoothie, you got to sell a lot of freaking smoothies. Number two, most multi-level marketing companies, in order to make passive income and all that stuff, you have got to be a great fucking leader. And I mean, a great fucking leader. And most new entrepreneurs really don't have the habits to be that great leader. But it was a wonderful step in the right direction to start educating me about, self-direction and being consistent with my marketing rate and to focus on the right things. But in the beginning, I was such a terrible entrepreneur. I went bankrupt. I racked up $62,000 worth of debt because I didn't put the right amount of focus on marketing and sales. I was busy. I was just not busy doing the right things because of a lot of this internal resistance and whatnot. And then my business really changed. I get a lot of questions. It's a great question. My business really changed once I started to take my power back from all this resistance and fear and start to change the stories and the concepts I had of myself and to change my beliefs. And when I did that, attracted my husband in 3 weeks. And then I took my income from 10,000, doubled it to 20, made it to 40, and finally closed that year at $89,000 a month, all within 1 year. Bang. Once I figured out how to start changing my beliefs. And so this is what I teach, and our team is, that's why we're so passionate about teaching mindset. Because then that allows you to lean in and, like Llewellyn, invest in yourself, hire mentors, invest in systems, and trust the decisions that you make. You're going to need to trust yourself if you're an entrepreneur. You're the boss, right? You're not having someone tell you what to do. So that's kind of how I got started. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's why we have this 8-week boot camp, and it's really the best program for new coaches, spiritual entrepreneurs. A lot of the healers take our program. They're already giving away coaching for free. A lot of massage therapists, Reiki healers, new coaches have taken a bunch of certifications, and they need to navigate their fear. Like Candace says here, how do I do live videos so I get over my fear of cameras? We have a 30-day video challenge. You do a video a day, every single day, good, bad, or ugly, get it up there. Good enough is good enough. And over those 30 days, we've had one client, I remember in Canada, what was her name again? Jeannick Lemieux. She saw one of my videos and she wrote down my name, the Bikini Business Coach, on a book. And then a year later, she came across it, and her daughter says, Mom, you have to take Vanessa's program. You have to work with this woman. And I think she ended up giving her mom some money to do the program. And in her first 30-day video challenge, she did over $22,000 in sales, and she was an artist and a Reiki healer, and got into the coaching world. And she made a package to sell a retreat in Bali. We gave her some ideas, and she was, she got over her fear of camera on the video, and she just knocked it out of the park. So, that's what happens when you lean in and, so the short answer is, we can help you with getting over your fear. This is called what I call the fear of being visible. And it's a deeper problem that is really, you need to look at, your ideas and your concepts about, is it safe to be visible? Is it safe to be successful? There's usually a lot of concepts and ideas, and I don't know what they are unless, we have a conversation. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to see you on the inside and work with you, Candace. But it's very common to have these visibility blocks. I'm feeling like a fraud, and, all my friends and my family are going to see me on Facebook, and they're going to think, I'm not Tony Robbins, and I can't do that, and I can't charge this. So we really need to clean all of that up. And you need to prove it to yourself by doing this 30-day video challenge that it's all a bunch of stories, and people start commenting, and they find value, and they see you as an expert, and then they start to nibble and send you messages, and they want to work with you. So again, we have that entire system laid out for you in our 10K in 30-day program. I'm just going to pop in the link to the, if you want to check out our webpage, 10K in 30-day program.com. I'm just going to leave that there for you guys. If you do want to go and take a look at it, find out what some of our other grads have been saying, there is the link. Donna says, I have so much knowledge. I just need to know where to truly begin. Got ya. What did you do in the beginning when you had no money? That's what I need to know. Like you said, you must fucking crawl before you walk. I hear you. Please talk about what you did when you had no money. Vanessa Simpkins, thank you for the motivation. I'm telling you that. Yeah. All right. She said, I understand we only need to make money and survive. However, we need help getting there. Absolutely. So this is, again, I'm going to get into these 3 keys and what to do here today, but I find it so valuable to answer, the live questions. And I really want to reward you guys for showing up here today and taking the time with me. So I'm going to answer these questions here, and then we're going to jump in. In the beginning, okay, everyone thinks, oh, Vanessa, you're so smart, you're so pretty, you're the bikini business coach, you travel in Hawaii, of course, it's easy for you to make money. But let me tell you, my life as an entrepreneur, like I told you in the beginning, okay, I went bankrupt. I had bad credit for 7 years. I had 0 credit cards. I had any money that I was going to invest in my business, I had to freaking get it. I had to sell it. I had nobody investing in me. I didn't come from rich parents. Okay. I had to hustle. And what I did in the beginning was I got a job in sales. Okay. I went to this T. Harv Eker. If you guys have heard of him, he ended up finally endorsing the back of my first book. He says, a fabulous source of real life results-oriented tips from masterful presenter. This book is an easy read with a powerful message to help you succeed no matter what your circumstances. T. Harv Eker. So I went to a T. Harv Eker event, and he said, if you really want to make money, get into sales, because you're going to have to, you'll get paid on your result. And I thought that was just a brilliant, he said the top 3% of all the earners in the world are salespeople. And I thought, that's brilliant. I'm going to get in. I got a commission sales job selling mops and lint removers, folks. Okay. It's not like I became all of a sudden glamorous overnight and, have this $90,000 BMW and take my family on $25,000 freaking, vacations to Hawaii. Like I just came back from. I did not start this way. I went freaking bankrupt, and then I got a job selling mops and lint removers, folks. Okay. Those people that show up in the red light special, blue light special in the Walmart or the Kmart, and they're trying to give out tchotchke things. That was me. Only I did so fucking well at this. I moved up, became the top salesperson in the company, I think the first or second year. And what I did even before that, Donna, to answer your question, is I started working on my mindset. I started impregnating my mind with me living in Hawaii, with me driving yellow Jeeps, with me being with my sister and my friends and speaking on the stage. And at the time, I was bankrupt. I was a massage therapist. I was making $300 a week. And I had this boyfriend. He bought me a car, but he was emotionally abusive. Let's just table that like it is and call it that. And I left him and I moved into a college dorm I was 26 years old. All these people were like 17, 19, 18. And it's like I took a step back in my life to get away from this guy. And, I rented a room in like a kind of like a dorm house. It was $300 a month. And I started doing all this mindset and law of attraction stuff, not just dabbling in it, man. I would listen to this audio. I would visualize myself. I'd do an hour in the morning. I'd fall asleep with these audios and an hour at night visualizing. And I attracted this job selling jet ink cartridges for Best Buy on the weekends. Okay. So for some extra money. And it didn't work out because I was taking I was taking a course at the college downtown for how to make websites. Even when I had no money, I was making $300 a week. I was still spending a portion of that on educating myself. Did you hear that? Hear that? There's no excuse for not educating yourself. You have the internet, you have free resources, you have YouTube. I was driving. When I went bankrupt, I would spend an hour. I didn't have internet in my house. I'd spend an hour at the library using the free internet. And then I'd drive an hour before I went to my massage job to the other library where I used to live. And I spent an hour on the free internet there. And then I went to work. And that's what I did before I even had the money to have internet in my house. And then I moved into this other place. I left the guy. And I didn't get the inkjet cartridge job because it conflicted with my website learning program on the weekends. And I said, okay, I'm going to make a new intention. Number one, I want to make $1,000 a week. This is what I did, guys. So make the intentions with me. What's up, Angelique? Hey, Haley and Nyla. $1,000 a week. So I'm going to invite you guys today. We kind of got off topic, but we'll get back on and it's all perfect, to make 5 intentions with me here. And let me know if you guys have any questions. I love seeing the love buttons. Send me some love if you guys are enjoying this training here today. 5 intentions. These are the 5 intentions that totally changed my life forever at a crucial time when I was broke. And I didn't really trust or believe in myself. And my life was falling apart. And I had no money. And I was starting over. And I was taking so many steps back. Number 1, I made an intention to make $1,000 a week. Number 2, I wanted to practice for a public speaking career. Number 3, I wanted to live in Hawaii. I wanted to have a flexible schedule, right? So what I did from learning about this event, I said, oh my God, finally I tracked a job and it doesn't even work with my schedule. I was like, well, that's contrast. That's life showing you, instead of being stuck in the, oh, it's all shitty and life is not working out for me, hey, what does this teach me? No, it just teaches me I want to have a flexible schedule. What if you could have anything that you wanted? What if you could have anything and everything you want, but you have to believe it first? What if there is no My Little Pony, God, rain dance, huli juju, I don't care what you want to call that force, telling you that you can or that you can, that you're good enough or that you're not good enough? What if it's only about you and you alone believing that you deserve it? What if I told you that? That's what I'm telling you. So all the shit that happens in your life, now I'm going to get on the soapbox. I'm already here, so I may as well continue, is just inviting you to make a decision about what you want. I don't want this, I want that. You have a crappy job, so what do you want instead? I want to make $1,000 a week. I want to practice for a public speaking career. I want to live in Hawaii. I want to have a flexible schedule. And there was one other thing, which I can't remember right now. It's in my book. And then I was actively looking for a job, and I found this ad saying, hey, we're hiring actors and actresses to earn up to $1,500 a week, work around your own schedule, job or a business, or, you know, and you can work anywhere in the world, including Hawaii. And I thought, oh my God, this is like too good to be true. This is just too good to be true. So I went to this audition, and there was like 20, 30 people in this acting place. And I saw this little girl up on stage. She must have been 21 years old, this little blonde bob. And she's like, I make $600 a day. And I was like, lady, I will run stark raving mad naked down a street with a mop stuck up my ass for $600 a day. At that point in my life, I mean, $600 a day blew my fucking marbles. Some days here at Take Your Power Back Now, we do $30,000 and $40,000 and $50,000 days. Just to tell you what I've manifested here in my life. And I'm showing you way back from where it all began. I thought $600 a day. Oh my God, what do I have to do? And they said, well, you gotta, memorize the script and get up and do these product demonstrations. And the weird part is the product was called this Mr. Sticky Lint Remover. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like this lifetime guaranteed lint roller. It's red, and you wash underwater and you go back over it. Well, the funny thing is that's this tchotchke device. My aunt actually had given me one like 10 years ago. She has my aunt, Simon, who lives in the woods with like 12 cats and 4 horses and, the dogs and this and that. She gave me one for Christmas. Couldn't believe it. It's the same freaking thing. It's a sign. It's a sign. Synchronicity strikes. That's when you know. So I went home. I said, okay, maybe this is not such a hochi tchotchke thing. I'm going to really, invest in this and, invest my time and learn this script. And I went out and started selling, and bang, I would make 200, 300 a day like this right off the bat. Bang. Couldn't believe it. People bought lint removers like crazy. Then we sold knives. Then we sold the ShamWow. We sold all these things, and we had to go to stores. And I decided, I'm going to be really good at this. I'm going to go to stores that people have never seen the mop show before. And then I started having $1,000 days. And I did that for 4 years. And all the money that I made from that, I was going to all the coaching things and buying this and the online program and on, and being busy and not doing anything and not having any clients and spending all the money learning. I was educating myself. And then I started, how did I get my first client? There was a few ways I had my first client. And Donna's like, you can't get more authentic than you just did. I believe you now because you shared your struggles. Of course, it's part of the journey, man. I think you just made it easier for people to connect with you. I know I truly just did. Yeah. The thing is, she goes, I'll get money no matter what for your program because I believe you with my effort, and change will help me change my life. Absolutely. You just have to learn, how to make your mind work for you instead of your past controlling your future. You have to take your power back from fear, from the past, from the programming. No one teaches you in school how to do that. No one taught me in school. I had to fricking go to the library, for an hour for free because I didn't have internet in my house. And then I drove an hour, going to the other library with my other card. And then I went to my freaking massage therapy job. Don't let any excuses, don't let the excuse of not having time, of not having money, you know, guys, don't tolerate it. Not even from yourself. Hey, what's up? Sandy Goy's in the house. So then what happened? Then I'll tell you else what happened. If you're still catching this here, the woman who said, hey, you know, I have some visibility blocks. I can totally relate to that. Then I published a book. I started investing money. I said, I'm going to have to get, you know, a book going here. Let me get a book going. And so I invested money in that. I, you know, tried to make this book happen, try to get clients with that. That didn't work. And it took almost a year. And then, you know, I paid some woman $5,000 because I didn't, again, marketing was too nice, too desperate, wasn't disruptive or educational enough. I didn't know how to market myself. I paid this woman $5,000 to be in her magazine. I got 200 magazines delivered to me in a box, 2 boxes. It looked like it was printed on a home computer. Didn't get one single freaking client from that. Then I hired a company, marketing company, spent $10,000 in a website I never used. A passive income generating website. So I was at least between 20 and 30 grand in the hole before I ever made a freaking nickel in my coaching business. At least those are just the big chunks I can remember. Forget about the 2,000, 5,000, you know, 500, the amount of money, the websites. Anyways. So then I had my book. It was this one. And I even went and had them promote it in the Gazette. Okay, this is when things started to take off. The Montreal Gazette did a full page ad, not an ad, full page article about my book, and because it was local, I was in Montreal, and my dad's artwork that I was also making these art prints. Again, I've been like, you know, serial entrepreneur all my life. It only took like 20 years to become a success. The overnight success, it took 20 years. Well, here's the story. And somebody from a law of attraction meetup group contacted me and said, hey, why don't you come and speak at my meetup group? Now, listen, I've been putting in my mind, oogie boogie, wudgy wudgy. I'm going to be a speaker, make my intentions, do my law of attraction stuff. I'm making fun of myself right now, but you know, I was really adamant about this, and the opportunity showed up. Candace, this is for you. I was so freaking terrified of being visible. I put the guy off for 6 months. Finally get the opportunity, and I was like, nah. All my resistance, I was so squeaky and scared and like, ah. Ever happened to you? This is entrepreneurship, guys. It's a full-on freaking contact sport. It's going to show you all your edges. It's going to show you all your fears. It's the best freaking personal development you can have. Start a business. Fantastic. Ben oui, je peux parler en français pour vous autres. Il n'y a aucun problème. Naila, je pense, c'est Naila. On peut faire toute la conversation en français aujourd'hui. Je suis là pour vous autres. I did the mock shows in French. Anyways, finally, I went and did the mop show, not the mop show. I went and did the meetup group, and I decided, hey, if I was able to sell, this is the real truth of what happened is I was crying one night because I was doing these mop shows and I was away in some Hushibugamu place in Quebec where there's nobody and nothing, crying in my hotel room because I had no life and I had no relationships and I couldn't even have a freaking plant, forget about a dog or a cat. Because I was on the road selling freaking mops and living in hotels. And I was on the phone crying to my sister about how my life sucked. And she says, Vanessa, you know, one day you're going to be on a stage telling the story and inspiring people all around the world with your mops. And I was like, click, freaking light bulb went off. You ever have those click light bulb moments? Like the most random time, like when you're in the shower or something, or just before you go to bed. Oh. And the light bulb moment for me was, well, what if I go and do like a workshop and sell coaching like I sold these mops? What if I took the mop show and just made it my own and sold coaching, high-end coaching off of the back end of this mop workshop instead of in the coaching workshop instead of mops? So I tried it at this meetup group, and holy smokes, it worked. I made a bunch of mistakes. I still walked away with $4,100, and I made tons of mistakes. That's how you learn. Okay. And I was like, wow, imagine if I actually, so then I started perfecting this workshop, which we now, again, you have access to this in our 10K and 30-day program. It's called my Workshop Profit Secret System, how to generate 6 figures from the stage as a speaker, how to sell your own high-end coaching consulting off the back end of the stage. Doing very simple 2.5-hour workshops to, like, I started off, I did that one, the meetup group, 25 people in there. Then I did my yoga teacher in her basement. She had 20 people over, made 25 grand in my yoga teacher's fucking basement. True story. And then I started doing all these workshops all over the place. And I started, imagine 2 workshops a month, you could make $8,000 if you suck at it. So we teach you how to do that in my Workshop Profit Secret System. It's, how to sell high-end coaching and consulting from the stage. It's not even the stage. It could be your own little stage, but just a small 2.5-hour workshop, how to get other people to fill the seats for you. I give you my workshop flyer. I give you, how to seed your offer from the start, there's a whole training on the different parts of the workshop, how to make the offer at the end, how, what to use, what payment gateway. It's all there for you. It's a whole program. And we give it to our clients as a bonus inside our 10K and 30-day program. It's called our Workshop Profit Secret System. You can check it out online. I think we also sell it separately on my website, on the products page, maybe. I don't know. But okay, there's my website. You can check it out there. That's how I got started. That's how I attracted my first couple of sales. And then I just never went back. And I started off, in the industry as a kind of a law of attraction / sales coach for new entrepreneurs, because that's what I learned. 4 years on the mop stage, I freaking mastered the art of engagement. What it is that people buy, how they buy, why they buy. And how to own that, how to, have certainty and confidence. That's what your clients are really buying from you, guys. That's why if number one, if you're marketing too nice and you're not being disruptive or educational, you're owning the value of your service. If you don't know how to instigate that, if you're not being engaging to your audience, they're never going to buy from you. If you're being desperate, I hope to give you a couple $100, it's never going to work. So we got to work on your mindset, and then we got to work on the actual systems. Workshops work great. We also teach we teach online and offline and online sales attraction systems. Nyla says, I'm in the midst of launching my program called How to Skyrocket Your Body Confidence and Dress for Success program. I've worked with a ton of, not designers, but a few people here that have made a ton of money in the area of being not dress counselors, but like helping people with their brand and their body image and colors and clothing. So I love it. Haley says, I'm too nice. Yeah, I got to cut that out, girl. Get rid of it. It's time to own your value, man. Rock it. Guys, if you want to have dramatic and drastic results here with your sales, the best thing to do is to work with me and my team. That's the number one thing I can tell you. If you're not, if you're not in our 10K and 30-day program yet, you need to be. Beg, borrow, steal to get the money together. Like Donna said here, don't wait, because every month you wait to do something different, some other coaches out there snapping up those sales. Coaching is booming. The coaching industry is booming right now. Women around the world, and not just coaching, women's empowerment. This is how Take Your Power Back Now differs from every other hoo-ha out there in the world teaching online marketing. They're not teaching you women's empowerment. They're not teaching you, how to really stand up for yourself, how to use your voice, how to use your experiences, how to take your power back, how to not let fear rip you and run you around like a freaking rag doll. You got to have that nailed down first before you start building a business on top of it, because you know what? You're going to have relationships with your clients. You're going to have to set boundaries with them. You know, you're going to have money conversations and difficult conversations with all kinds of people. We have over 18 people here working for this team now. This is a huge behemoth. I had to grow personally as a leader before any of this happened. Lisa says, I'm getting there. Sandy says, they are, live your best. Vanessa and her team rock. Sandy's on the inside. Thank you for saying that, Sandy. Haley says, I signed up to start Monday. I'm so excited for you, girl. Michelle Moore's in the house. I love this program so much. The best investment I've ever made. Thank you. I paid her to say that. No, I didn't. But, you know, these are some of our graduates. Michelle, you were in the program like over a year ago. I remember Michelle has this amazing hair. She was a hairdresser and she got into coaching. And I think you did like your first $3,500 in sales, or you sold your first program, and then you jumped it up to 4,000. And I just love seeing her knock it out of the park. Lisa says, I'm getting there. Can't wait to see you on the inside. Nyla says, do we get to work with you for 8 weeks? Yes, absolutely. Almost 2 years ago now. Where's time fly, Michelle? So in our 8-week program, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm on Zoom right now, right? So give me a second, you guys. I'm learning how to use technology. Share my screen. I'm going to show you guys what you get on the inside of this program. It's so freaking cool. You guys want to see? Do you want to see? So the short answer to your question, Nyla, is yes, you get to work with me. Every single week, you get to talk with me and all of my team. So we have over, get ready for this, strap your tits on, 7 hours of live support. Not videos, 7 hours a week where you get to get on group live video and talk with me. You get to talk with our mindset mentors. You get to talk with our Facebook ad expert and have him click around and help you out with your ads. You get to talk with our sales mentor and me. I do the calls on Monday usually. It's about 3 hours of live time with me. Ask me any question you want. Now, the benefit of doing that is I have been in this industry knocking it out of the park for the last 10 years. It's 10 years. This is the only job I've had. Outside the mop thing, I came and did this and I never did anything else. I'm still here, guys. And I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it because we're getting our clients outrageous results. And what I mean by outrageous results is helping you set up the systems to generate a $10,000 a month or more consistent recurring revenue from your coaching business that you can rock in your bikini if you want to. Do you guys see my mermaid over here? It was my, can you guys see that? That was a gift from my neighbor. Wendy and Jimmy gave me that. It's in my office. And that was my motivation. You know, I wanted to be free. I didn't want to live by other people's rules. I was tired of working for somebody else, making them rich. And so short answer is you get to work with me every single week. We have a Facebook group with like all of our 8-week clients are in there. And if you have a question, you put a question in there. You'll get to work with my copywriter. Leslie's in there. She reviews your videos. We help you with your website to set up your client attraction system. I give you website reviews, and there's so much support. That's why this really is the best program. So the answer is yes, you get to work with me. Do you have to be on all 7 hours a week? That's a lot, Vanessa. No, but it's there for you. Most programs, you know, they can't afford to, you know, to support their clients that way. I can. With a $250,000 a month revenue, I can afford to pay to support you guys like crazy. And that's why our clients win. So it makes us different. Lisa says, are we able to get the schedule before starting so as to arrange a schedule accordingly? Sure. You know, I'm going to tell you, we have Mondays, our live Q&A. We have a planning call at 8:30 a.m. Pacific on Monday mornings to teach you guys habits for success. Planning is one of those habits. Again, you can have anything and everything you want if you have the right habits. And if I had to go back and rewind myself, I wish I would have learned those habits of thinking, the discipline. What do you need to do every day? That's all. If you get that right, I don't care how big you are, how skinny, how old, how young, what you look like, you get those habits, you're a success. End of story. Close the book. It's a done deal. So Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Haley, if you don't have a website, doesn't matter. You don't have to have a website or a fancy email list. We help you with that. You can, you know, use Google Drive. You can work with our designers if you want them to make you a website. It should never cost you more than $500. We do have a payment plan, Llewellyn, absolutely. So make sure that, you know, when you apply over here, you go ahead and you find out, guys, you know, Jesus, what are you waiting for? Go find out. Find out. So I'll get back to the roster. So Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, here's a link where you can apply again. Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, we have a half-hour call to help you plan. And we use these sheets to give you guys a weekly planner. Woo-hoo. It's 2 sheets, and I show you guys how to plan out your goals and how to stay focused and how to actually make time to work on the things that you say you want to do. Don't wait on the lotto, Candace. Create your own lotto. Everybody has access to money. Tell you what, we live in an abundant universe. I've been watching those, what do you call those videos of those nature shows? It's amazing. These nature shows with like these plankton. There's like 500 million plankton, or like the penguins. There's like billions of penguins on this island. There is billions of dollars in the universe. You just need to learn how to open up your mind to receive and accept it and make it okay for you to do so, because it's out there. Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific, we have our live Q&A call. We have another live Q&A call on Thursdays at 4 o'clock. And we have our Facebook ads training Wednesday mornings. So that's the schedule. Llewellyn says, I'm at work at 8 a.m. Yeah, we have people that tune in and watch the replay, or they take a break once in a while, or, you know, they just use a Facebook group. You know, again, we look in the Facebook group every day. We answer your questions. Some of our clients say that the biggest thing they've gotten out of this has been all the friends that they made on the inside, all of the women. You need the right support, guys. If you think you're going to get out there and change your life and kick up your income to $10,000 a month and do it while you're still surrounded with your naysaying friends and family, you're fucking kidding yourself. You're fucking kidding yourself. You want to change, you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with people who believe in you, who have done it before, who have gotten results for their people, and who can help you up level. Your friends and your family, they are invested in you staying in exactly the same space. The majority of them, yes, they are. Nala says, I'm still having visibility blocks. Yeah, we're going to work on that. Do you believe that all you have failed? Hold on. It's the question went by too fast. Great questions, you guys. Keep them coming. What's up, Jazz? 67 comments. How the heck do I get the comments on here to show up again? It's only showing me a few comments. There's a great question about have all of my failures done something? Let's see if I can catch this comment on here. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going back to it. It's a damn good question. What other questions you guys have for me? I'm on thebikinibusinesscoach.com. That's where I'm seeing all the comments come in. Will you have this again? My internet connection crapped out when you were talking about sales with the lady on the grass. I was looking for the audio and PDF on being a better speaker. Yes, all of this is, you'll have this to watch as a replay. Absolutely. Can't wait to watch this evening. Yeah, catch this if you need to catch the replay. Cielo says he loves this program. Oops, I'm in the wrong. Guys, I'm in the wrong freaking video. Okay, Michelle Moore, do you believe that all you have failed at in your journey has made you what you are today? Oh, absolutely. Thanks, Michelle. Absolutely. I totally believe that. Made you who you are today. Abso-freaking-lutely. You know, here's another piece of the puzzle. People get stuck. You know, I used to get stuck by thinking nothing ever works out for me, or the shoe always drops, or, you know, it never really works out. But that thinking of, you know, it's too good to be true, that leads to the creation of that. So what if you filled your mind with everything always works out for me? Everything always works out for me. And then live into that and create that. It sounds so simple, but it's everything. And I've proven it. I've tested it. I've proven it with relationships, getting married, making money, helping other people make money. It requires radical honesty with yourself, radical responsibility, discipline to do something different, and then radical self-love to, keep these habits every day. You have those three. This is another part that we teach in our program called the I'm a Conscious Creator program. Is it all good? Is it stuck? Some people say my computer's stuck. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know. Monica says, I wish it was affordable. Monica, you can't afford. If you're thinking, I wish it was affordable, you can't afford not to take it. That should all be your goal. You can't afford not to do this. If you think that this is not affordable, you can't afford not to do this. Nyla says, do you believe that removing yourself from the outcome and not pushing and struggling for sales is the way to go? Nope. I believe leaning in and doing whatever the fuck it takes and figuring it out and persisting and do or die. That's who I am. If I want something, I'm not going to listen to anybody tell me that it can't be done. I'm not even going to freaking talk to you. I'm not even going to acknowledge you exist. I'm going to delete you from my life. You could even be a family member and I just delete. You'd call me and I wouldn't answer the damn phone. I don't give a shit. Don't tell me I can't do something. I will do it just to prove you wrong. That's who I am though. That is the kind of tenacity and resourcefulness and just balls to the wall stubborn. I'm so stubborn. I'm going to figure out how to get what I want, come hell or high water. And that's who I am. And that's what has made this possible. So I don't think sales is about disconnecting or removing or struggling. I think it's about persistence and just being balls to the wall, stubborn as all shit. Get what you want and never give up, ever. Never, 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 ever give up. And you're going to get it. Promise. Look at water. Look at nature. You have to. Emerson said that principles give you peace. Principles give you peace. The principle, look at nature. Water cuts through rock and makes these gorgeous canyons. Not one waterfall, one rainfall. After years and years, it wears down even the toughest of things. Even rock gets transformed. That kind of persistence. Were you ever in fear or had a belief that someone or something is out to get you? Oh yeah, Marianne Johnson, great question. One of my biggest fears when I finally learned how to peek into my mind and take a look, my biggest fear was that you can't have what you want. You can't have what you really want. So what happened? I got only 50% of everything I wanted. I dated guys that would never want to commit to me. I had clients who didn't want to pay. I had all kinds of shit show up to reflect that back to me. And then I changed it. I absolutely can't have everything that I want. I'm irresistible to my divine mate. And my husband showed up 3 weeks later. And my business again went from 10, 20, 40,000. I finished that year. I met my husband in May. And I finished that year at $89,000 a month. Boom. Take that, my friend. That kind of growth is not an accident. Okay. Someone else asked a question here about how many hours a day I work on my business. Guys, I just came back from a 2-week vacation in Hawaii. I did not work a freaking single day, not a minute, not an hour. I didn't check Facebook, not really. I didn't check. My team ran the whole show, and I think we did over $200,000 last month. 213,000 or something like that. I don't know where we're at. Today we had another, $10,000, $13,000 come in just today alone. So at this stage in the game, my requirements, I love all these questions, you guys. I so freaking love all these questions. They're great questions. I even had one of my clients ask me today. I allow my clients in our year-long program, the Bikini business program, to send me private, little text, not text messages, but little walkie-talkie messages using Voxer. And she asked me a great question. She's like, Vanessa, how did you scale? How did you grow? What was it like for you? How did you get, from, selling your program where you had these 2 live events a year to, scaling it to this 8-week boot camp and, making $200,000 a month, and how the hell, what was it like? And what did you do first? And who did you hire? And so this, like, I left her that message, and then I, boom, opened this live, and it's just kind of continued. This is great. So my day typically looks like, I'll wake up, I'll do my mindset work. I have a very specific process that we teach our clients. It, involves affirmations, it involves gratitude, and I'll make a coffee. I'm going to take the dogs for a walk, check in on what's going on. And then, I usually have 2 to 3 hours a day of really focused work, whether it's doing a live training like this or working live with our clients or writing emails. My forte is copywriting. And sales, I check in with the sales manager. I might jump on our sales team meeting. We have, I think 6 or 7 amazing people on our sales team. And there's such awesome freaking women. Like, the people on my team, I just adore. I think everyone's a fucking rock star. I'm so proud of my team. I love them. And so, like, working is a joy, I do the things that I love to do. I get to put on big eyelashes, get online, swear a bit, and inspire people. Come on. In my bikini. I could show you, I'm wearing my freaking bikini today. I got this really hot bikini in Hawaii. It's like gorgeous. Keep the questions coming, you guys. I'm going to go back. I missed a bunch. I know. Totally got off the topic, but we're having great, 89 comments. How do I check the comments again? I guess I have to just refresh it. Stink. Did I miss your question? Please type it again so it's going by so fast here. Lisa says, after 2 years of barely an income, had an injury, almost lost home and a business. I'm making it happen. You can. Yeah, you guys need to look at your business like, do or die. It needs to be do or die. I can tell you that much. And for God's sakes, don't allow naysayers. Yes, Monica Jennifer is on our team. She is awesome. She's absolutely awesome. Don't allow naysayers to get in your way. Don't allow your excuses to get in your way. Most entrepreneurs that really make it have been bankrupt several times. This company did over $1.6 million last year. Can you imagine? That happened. My income went from, I think I stayed at like $170,000. And then it went, for a couple of years, it was like that. And then when I started doing my mindset work and uncovering all these negative beliefs about myself and turned them around and closed out the year at $89,000 that month, my income the next year was 180, 450,000, 1.6 million. And here we are today. I think we're at 1.2 million this year, and we still have another 6 months to go. So you figure, if we stay on the same trajectory and do another $250,000 a month in 6 months, that's another, it's another 1.5 million on top of 1.2 is like 2.7 million. So it's like added an extra million. If we don't grow, if we just keep doing what we're doing, and we'll grow, because I'm always putting the gas on. I want to help everyone. I want every freaking woman in the world to walk into a fucking store and buy whatever the fuck she wants. Kids, you want to go to Disneyland? Whack it on the freaking credit card. Let's go. You want to freaking buy organic ice cream? Let's fill the freaking cart up with organic ice cream. I want you all to have the experience of showing your kids and showing your family that you can have it all. That's the experience I want every woman to have in the world, because you can. You can. And I'm living proof of that, because I came from nothing and nowhere and made a shit ton of mistakes, and I'm still here. So I must be doing something right. Andrea says, best advice for growing your following in the beginning. I love it. Candace says, I want to buy the new Subaru Ascent. Love it. The best feeling in the world is when your accountant tells you, Vanessa, or Candace, go spend the most money you can on a car. You need to spend money. You need to make some expenses. That was awesome. That was a really interesting trip to the BMW dealership. Monica says, I want a new home. Awesome. Hey guys, what do you want? Let's say we help you dial in your freaking sales. And I'm going to answer this question, best advice for growing your following. Give me 1 second. I want you guys to type this in. What are you going to do when you get 10 grand a month coming in consistently? What are you going to do? What's it for? What's it all about? You're going to stick in your sock drawer? What are you going to do? Is it to go on a trip? Is it to invest in your business? Is it to pay off debt? Is it to retire your husband? Can't tell you how many clients we've had that have said, Vanessa, I want to make enough money so I can help my husband stop working so hard. One of my clients, Amy Engelmark from Canada, you'll find her testimonials on my website. Amazing woman. She had been a coach. She had bought somebody else's coaching program. It didn't work out for her. She had had a conversation with me. She waited a year. She didn't buy. Then it was more expensive. This is a true story. We're having 2-3 conversations with her. Finally, she said, screw it, Vanessa. I'm going to go get a loan, pay for your dang program in full. I want to retire my husband. I want to buy rental properties. I want to take my kids to Hawaii. And she was selling her coaching for like, I think it was like $400 for like 4 hours or something like that. And we worked a lot on her freaking mindset, owning her value, you know? And she started having $14,000 months. Boom, boom, boom. We changed her packaging and she sold now $8,000 a $13,000 program, knocked it out of the park, spent a month in Hawaii with her kids that's where I actually met her parents at the freaking church. It's a crazy client story, but true story. And then she bought 2 rental properties with her husband. And I think the last thing she was going to do is buy her husband a brand new truck. That's where she got to, you know, it was awesome. So yeah, everyone's saying pay off some bills. I want my husband to be able to stop working outside of the home on our chicken farm, working outside of the home and work on our chicken farm. I love it. I want to be a motivational speaker. Yes. Travel with my daughter and drive her crazy. I'll be visiting her so much. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to make a difference. Yep, I hear you. Yeah, for me, I was like, you cannot tell me that selling mops is my end all be all. It's like, there's got to be more to life than this. I want my husband to stop working 70 hours plus a week. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Should make a program called like Retire Your Hubby, buy my Dodge, buy a new house by the beach, take the kids on a holiday, have our honeymoon, woo, on a cruise ship. I love it. Kenneth says, wants to be a wellness coach. Marianne, build retreat centers all over the world and help women evolve their consciousness with mind, body, intelligence. Retire my hubby. Love it. We had another client, Caitlin, who she had, I think, was going through some crazy foreclosure or something. She had a great ranch and she had a training facility. Something happened and she had to foreclose it. And, you know, she was a healer and doing like crystal and Reiki and working on intuition. She's very smart, intelligent young woman with 2 kids. And came and did our 10K and 30-day program. Made, you know, 25 clients in her first month. Blew it out of the fucking park. So that's my answer for you guys. You know, somebody asked me, what's the best way to start building a following? Is to join our 10K and 30-day program. That's the best thing you can do. And we'll show you how to run, you know, how to start making a profit with paid advertising. You know, paid advertising can be very expensive if you get it wrong. It could cost you, oh God, I think I spent $30,000 trying to figure it out. I don't want it to cost you that much. There's the website again. Take a look at that, guys, and give me 1 second. I have to go and answer the door here. The dogs bark with the gardeners. I'm coming right back. Check out that website, and I'm coming right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. What's going on here? How to join with nothing, not possible. Get a loan. Put your intention out there, girl. Absolutely, Haley. That is definitely the way to do it. Sorry, guys. The gardeners show up here and the dogs freak out. They lose their freaking mind. You can absolutely get a business loan. Yep. Do you know that there's even, talk with one of our sales team. We give you, ways, there's different programs online that you can apply specifically for educational purposes. The boot camp is to help you build your business. I wish it would have only cost me what this program cost me, instead of all of the piecemeal I had to go and learn sales over here, marketing over here, spirituality over there, mindset over here, Facebook over there. Like, this is one-stop shop and it's all here for you. So guys, if you get this right, take our program in 8 weeks, you could have your first $3,000, $5,000 sale. I'm not telling you this to blow your freaking socks off. I'm telling you, this is a, consistent result that we help a lot of our clients with. Some people are like, well, I didn't get my, 10K, but I made my first $3,000 sale, and then we have a graduates group for our clients and they see, 60 days later, they're making sales all the time. Now it's a normal thing. Totally change your freaking life, guys. Totally change your life. So I want you guys to think about that. I want you to live in that mind space versus the fear and the risk. What if it doesn't work? And oh my God, and then that thinking is never going to get you where you want to go. Even if you don't have a business, okay, a lot of our clients usually, they've never had their first client. They don't have a website. They don't have an email list. A lot of them only have usually a coaching certification, or they're doing a lot of training all the time. They're stuck in the learning without ever earning mode, which can be really detrimental. Because, and here's why, if you don't have a sales attraction system or a plan to start putting one into place, and the support on this is good copy, you should change your headline, that sucks, no one's going to buy this, that's not what they buy, no, do sell this, let's put your massage your marketing message to say this, this is where a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck in the mud. They're not clear, and then they freeze. They get busy tiddling around, but they don't focus on the income generating activities. See, Candace says, I have 3 websites with no income from them. See what I mean? One of our clients did $19,000, or no, was it Courtney? $9,000, no website in her first 30 days. Oh, well, she didn't do 10,000. She only did 9. I mean, you think she cares? Would you care? No, well, shoot for the moon and hit a star. So, we really help our clients get unstuck. All right. Like Monica says, get unstuck, get the clarity, and then start, having success with paid advertising, get you clear on all these pieces in your business. What do you call yourself? What's your program? What's included in it? What are you selling? Who the hell are you? Why should people listen to you? What's your marketing message? How do you run an ad? What do you need to put in your website? Yeah. I'm an industrial psychologist, Nyla, by profession, and now I'm going to be a body confidence coach and image consultant. Yeah. Heck yeah. I love it. Absolutely. Women have such huge issues with their body. I love that. I think it's a wonderful twist for you to take your expertise and let's package that. Kenny says, I'd be happy with over 3K. Right on. What is it going to cost for you to quit your job and walk away from, a lot of people, that certainly was the truth for me. I just, it was not the end all be all selling mops. I was like, this is not my freaking purpose to sell mops, but it was great training ground. Use that experience now and let's put it in the marketplace in a different way. Haley says, I'm stuck in the earning 120 an hour phase and with clients that don't have money or won't commit to higher price mindset. Yeah, we've got to get out of that, because even if it's $120 an hour, I used to think a massage therapist earning $30 an hour was great, if you're thinking by the hour, but you can't grow like that. You can only make, if you work 40 hours, even 60 hours a week. Let's just do the math here. Listen, I'm going to get sidetracked in my iPhone here. There's too many things going on. Pay attention, Vanessa. Calculator. Okay, $30 an hour times 60 hours a week. Well, $1,800 a week. That's not bad, actually. But you have to work 60 hours. And, you know, massage therapists cannot work 60 hours. You freaking keel over and croak. See, it kind of says I make $20 an hour at my job. Yeah, that's when. So what you want to do is, you know, go and get a loan. I invested so much in my business. I invested so much in myself. And I'm going to tell you, thank you for all of our, you know, past, previous clients, current clients, graduates, amazing rock stars that showed up today on this live and, you know, shared about their experience about the 10K program. I really, really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. You know, I joke about paying them to say that, but I really, you know, it's a joke. Thank you. And, you know, this is always my intention to, you know, to create the best results for our clients in record time and to give you all the support that you need. It's not going to happen by watching videos. You're going to need interaction like this and clarity. Yeah, Candace, keep hustling, man. She goes, I hustle with Uber and Lyft for extra cash. We've had a ton of Uber drivers take our program. Yep. How amazing that they have Uber now, right? I actually just put my mom in an Uber this morning. Sent her out to the airport. Flew her to Hawaii for 2 weeks. She had a freaking blast. I really think that is, you know, the record of the measure of success. It's not money. Money is great. Money lets you buy things, but you know, it's all these memories that we created in Hawaii, the kids doing their first snorkeling, you know, bring my mom, she's 7 years old with her big floppy feet, you know, they like get her in and out of the ocean. She had a freaking blast. Got to hang out with my sister, you know, creating whatever, going to, you know, there was this epic, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Kauai, but they have this amazing, when I used to live in Kauai back in 2012 and 13, you know, that was the very beginning of like dialing in my online systems. Didn't have a ton of money. And we used to go drive down to the south side and go to the Hyatt and get a massage at the spa. And it was like expensive. It was like over $100, you know, it was expensive. It was 150 or 180 bucks. It was expensive. But then you have access to like the day spa. And then we used to take the towels and sneak outside, go around. They have this beautiful outdoor pool area with these saltwater lagoons and all these water slides. It's a beautiful, gorgeous resort. Check out the Hyatt in Poipu in Kauai, in the south side. And when I lived there, we used to sneak out there and we used to do these funny things to like, you know, hang out at the Hyatt because it was so expensive. It was like, you know, I don't know, $700-800 a night to stay there. And on this trip, I was like, hey, we rented a condo right around the corner. And I took everyone, you know, my mom, my sister, her fiance, Alex, my husband, the 3 kids, everyone on a walk one day. And they were like, oh my God, this place is so amazing. Wow, holy smokes. Oh, can we come here? And we tried to sneak in. They said, hey, get out of here. You know, you got to rent a room. So I just called them up and said, hey, put on my credit card. We got a room, had a nice romantic getaway with my husband for the night. The whole family got to enjoy the pools. And they had a fucking blast. And I'm so happy that I get to, you know, be able to share that with the people that matter the most to me. That's what it's about, my friends. The freedom, you know, to do whatever the heck you want to do. Donna says, I will see you soon as I think we're about to change my life. I think so too. I can't wait to see you on the inside, Donna. And Monica says, I want to take my dad to Hawaii. He's going to love it. Memories are everything and no one can ever take them. Exactly. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in here today. We started off talking about sales. We got sidetracked on all these wonderful topics. I adore you. Keep showing up. Keep tuning in. We have another live stream training happening this week on Friday morning. Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. Pacific. Come and join me here. Same time, same place. Put it in your calendar. Let me know if you're going to put this in your calendar at 10:30 a.m. Pacific on Friday morning. Put this in your calendar, 10:30 a.m. Pacific on Friday morning, right here. Same time, same place. I'm going to be joined by Nazim, our Facebook ads ninja. Bring all of your, you know, Facebook ads questions, converting questions, email list building questions, funnel questions, strategy questions, all of that good stuff. We're going to have a candid conversation about that and hopefully inspire you guys some more. Yes, I agree, Monica. Time for a financial change for you. And again, if you want to work with me and my amazing team, here is a place to apply. It's a free call. You want to set aside about an hour, a good hour, and we'll really take a look and find out what's holding you back from creating, you know, the money, the lifestyle, the business that you want. Maybe it's a mindset thing. Maybe it's a systems thing. Maybe it's a clarity thing. And, you know, we may, you know, if we find out that you've got what it takes, you've got the right attitude, we may invite you to become one of the clients that we take on this month. We have a lot of people that we turn away, either because they're not really ready, or they're not really committed, or they're not, you know, they don't have the right attitude. It means I don't want your money if you're not going to show up and implement my system, because it works. It's been working now for years. I'm looking for people who are going to put it into place and get the same results. So we may invite you to become one of our clients that we take on and work with this month. We don't work with hundreds and hundreds of people. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing these cattle call coaching programs with hundreds of people. You get to talk with me every single week. Me and my team, a 7-figure business earner, and my entire team, my copywriter, my sales specialist, my mindset mentors, Facebook ads expert. Monica says I spoke to Jennifer already. So that's the link. That's where it all happens. Make sure you book a call. And I love you guys. I'll see you again on Friday. Mwah! Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the awesome questions. Love you guys. Vanessa Simpkins signing off, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.